We've done all our roses and wine, and Valentine's Day is gone for another year. Now back to as you were with your love. This is the week that was. Julieta Talivia is taking a well-deserved break, but joining me for our weekly wine, Sasfin Securities, David Shapiro, Vestact's bright Khumalo. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you. Start with pop quiz. Biggest stock in the world, Microsoft. Second Apple. What's third? Because
Nvidia.
Nvidia.
No. Oh, boys, you failed.
Jokes. It's the oil company Aramco.
Oh, Aramco. I thought you were
It does not count. I'm sorry.
Market.
I said in the world.
It doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Aramco. But you can't even.
Can you invest in Aramco? No, exactly.
You probably can, but you would.
No. You can't. You're not allowed to invest in Saudi listed stuff. Like you can't. If you're not from
I've never
Saudi.
tried. Okay, I've never tried. Okay, but Nvidia, in the story, I don't know if you've seen it this morning, all over the Twitters, OpenAI's launched their video,
Or text to video.
Text to video.
I know.
Do you want your head exploded?
No, I just think this thing is moving at a pace that we can't keep up with it. You know, and people are still criticizing it and still trying to grasp what it is, but the amount of spend that's going to take place and what's coming out is just quite remarkable. You know, that I'm still on chat. What's it? 3.5. You know, I'm trying to get to your 4.
No, you must pay the $20.
I do pay the $20, but I don't even know how to use it. You know,
and then you go in and automatically it gives you 4. You can make your own little GPTs.
No, also we're talking about the conference that they had in Saudi Arabia, right? OpenAI and the what's the MBS. So yeah, they're gonna. So basically, Saudi Arabia is going to be their testing ground, and they're coming out with these amazing new products, including search, like you're saying, text to video, etc. Can they just like focus on one product, let it be good, and speaks its own volumes first, before embarking on all these things that you're complaining that is too fast, and make money out of OpenAI? Right now, it's just a valuation. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that episode of Silicon Valley where the guy is like, whoa, hold up. Did you just say revenue? No, we don't do that. We don't go revenue. We pre-revenue, we get a good valuation. Once you start speaking revenue, it's
my favorite is when you still pre-customers too.
I think the problem is that if you stop, someone overtakes you. You can't
but
even slow down.
Things they haven't shown actually being good at any of them.
No, I know. That's what worries me. This is going to outlive me by a long way, before I've even started.
And there was that talk around what they were doing, a $7 trillion raise, not quite. But have you got an RTX in your computer at home?
I use Apple only, so no RTX, but I'm planning on building one and definitely going to use that.
Because you cannot do local LLMs if you've got an RTX.
Oh really? You can localize and okay. I'm keen to go back to university.
But not with Mac.
Not with Mac, yeah.
No, not with Mac. Okay. Also making news this week, Bezos is selling Amazon stock, billions of dollars worth. May number 5 for Beaufort West in just 3 years. Puts Joburg to shame. The Zuck disses the Vision Pro while loving on his own much cheaper VR headset. Gold miners are mining while other commodity miners are whining. MK taking votes in KZN. We get We Buy Car listing details. Lyft adds an extra 0. Recession for the UK and Japan, and US inflation disappoints. But let's start with the response to the President's State of the Nation address. Well, actually, let's start with this totally wild one. National Council of Provinces Speaker, Sylvia Lucas, while she was spender of 50,000 of taxpayer money of KFC while the Premier of the Northern Cape, she said load shedding isn't the end of the world. Well, here's how the DA sees it.
As I listened to the ANC, I was struck by a recurring pattern. Every time they spoke about an element of the collapse of South Africa, what they euphemistically call challenges, they pretend to not know that the ANC is the root cause of all of these crises. In the ANC's world, the causes of load shedding, corruption and state capture are as puzzling as some of the world's great mysteries, like Stonehenge or how those dollars ended up in the president's couch.
He makes a fair point. I mean, it is like the statement that load shedding isn't the end of the world. I mean, no, but it might be the end of South Africa.
Yeah, that comes after the president said load shedding, he's not legally bound to actually end load shedding, so it's not his issue.
And also after he said it was going to get better, and then we had stage 6 on Saturday.
Simon, I urge everyone, forget about what they say in Parliament. Go down to corporate issues. Go read results. You'll see exactly what load shedding's done. And even in the recent results, what's happening now and what's affected business and what affects the amount that the fiscus is going to collect, with profits going down, are the issues that they had in the harbour. They couldn't get goods in to sell. They couldn't get goods in to manufacture. So forget about what they say. Look at corporate results. You'll get the result there, and you'll see, yeah, it is quite serious.
Yeah, and alternatively, just look at what they're doing with their lives. I mean, they're using taxpayers' monies to build solar systems and generators and all these nice things for themselves. If it's not an issue, then why are you doing that?
Yeah, well, let's be clear. Older Sylvia Lucas was spending 50K
This
on
is very
KFC.
feudal.
You know how much KFC is? 50,000. I mean, like
Go figure.
go figure. Okay, well, we have an election coming, albeit no date, but the parties are getting ready. Here's the CEO of the Small Business Institute asking, where's the EFF's plan for the economy? Maybe you don't need one if you just, I don't know, steal it all.
I was very disappointed about two things. For a party that calls itself the Economic Freedom Fighters, there is no chapter in the 258 manifesto on the economy. And then there is obviously no dedicated focus on small businesses, which I'm quite happy to forgive them, because we, as the Small Business Institute, have never believed that the small business is a standalone sector. We've always believed that it's a cross-cutting segment of the economy.
Red gives me anxiety. I like green. Not green in terms of political, just green, see the market's green.
Nice, Jen.
Yeah,
Actually green, yeah.
Exactly.
That's why red gives you
Well, I
anxiety.
told you, I changed my screens to yellow now. So I have no red on my screen. I have yellow. It's much more calming.
Yes,
do it.
exactly. Red, I'm going to do the same. Red.
You can do that.
Yes, you can. You can change. Actually, I should do that for my clients as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's calming.
No more red
I
days.
promise you.
So what, green and yellow?
Green
Yeah,
and yellow.
green and yellow.
I can
That's
like
better.
this. Okay, yeah, Springboks and gold.
But I forgot about the EFF. We refer to it's economic freedom fighters.
Yes.
Economic,
Yes.
And it's true. There's
Nothing
nothing economic about
There's
it.
a lack of substance
Yeah.
with respect to the president.
But it's not just them, the DA
No,
too.
across the board. I mean,
Yeah.
even Raz Manzi, whatever it's going to be,
Raz
one of their big things was end blue light brigades. Now, I agree, blue light brigades we don't need, but like to have that as a top 5, like there's just a lack of substance
In many of these manifestos.
from anyone.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we got to get them here. Economics 101 and we'll start explaining exactly what it does mean, because I know
long as they
that
wear
Mr.
yellow.
Malema is going to get, he wanted to take $1 billion or more and start a fund, a sovereign fund.
Sovereign fund.
We-
Where is the money
Where's
coming
the
from?
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
where they got all the
We'll
other
sell
money.
cigarettes, yeah.
You said that. The UK and Japan entered technical recession, joining the likes of Denmark, Ireland, Finland, Luxembourg, Estonia, Peru, Moldova, and probably us sometime soon. This just as US inflation data on Tuesday disappointed markets for one trading session. So the inflation data disappointed. It wasn't ugly, but the market didn't like it. UK recession, Japan recession.
What did the crypto bros used to say? The economy is not the stock market.
Yeah,
the stock
Main
market
Street is
the-
not Wall Street. Wall Street is not Main Street.
That's so true for Japan, because I mean they're just hitting their 1989 highs
I know.
in the stock market, and they just entered into a technical recession.
You know, I have a big bottle of champagne for when Japan makes a new all-time high, because I'm a passive fan, and I always say you buy ETFs because they go up, and then someone will say, what about Japan? When they make a new high, my story is valid.
Japan's an impossible market, because one of the problems that you ignore the currency. And I think I've watched Japan for so many years, and said, you watch the stock market, but you've got to watch that against the currency. Unless you're going to, what Buffett did is he borrowed yen and bought Japanese stock, which is the right way to go. But he can borrow yen. I don't think
You
we
and I can't.
No, we can't borrow. yen.
Can't borrow
So I'm
yen.
saying it's, those kind of markets you've got to be very careful, because there is a currency play in. And also I look at those Japanese stocks. I don't know what to buy. I say,
I mean, they're semiconductor manufacturers, but most of them are conglomerates.
Sony, Mitsubishi, Honda,
why?
Toyota,
Sumitomo, there's quite a lot of them, but
SoftBank.
Yeah, but you can buy them elsewhere.
You can buy all of that stuff in the US, actually. ADRs.
Okay, so what you're saying is why bother?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we don't really care about
don't
that.
know,
No one cares about the UK recession. I mean, except some Brexit.
I'm always on to markets over 10 years in dollars. There's only one market that underperformed us. That was the UK market. You know. The JSE in 10 years went flat in dollar terms. UK, flatter.
The UK underperformed us.
Yeah.
I got some people I need to tweet that too right after this. Getting off that nasty grey list is slow going in large part because certain industries, sectors are not complying. Yes, we're looking at you, legal practitioners and estate agents. So because they do, because they do lots of money, legal practitioners have got trust funds, estate agents are selling and buying houses. I get why the estate agents aren't getting their act together. Legal practitioners?
There's trusts involved there.
Actually, know the level. You know, stockbrokers, estate agents, lawyers. We're working down.
And then what? At the bottom is the journalist.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, when you get your letter of engagement with your legal practitioner, obviously, you have to take the money, open a trust, blah, 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 put it in that trust, etc. They don't want to do the FICA process for that, so you must come with your sack of cash. That's the issue.
Sacks of cash. Okay, sacks of cash. Yes, speak to the president. They need a bigger couch. That's their problem, a bigger couch. Before the break, Jeff Bezos has now sold some $4 billion of Amazon stock. Should be worrying about an old man wanting to spend time with his boat, new wife, and a pile of money. A lot of hype and excitement around Bezos selling.
He's earned it.
He's earned it.
He's got a new man.
No, man, it's $2 billion US.
No, another
4.
Plus
no,
another
still,
2.
It's nothing.
Oh.
If you look at the float of Amazon a day,
No.
it's nothing.
And he's got things to do, hey?
Exactly, and everyone is obsessed about how much taxes he's not going to be paying because now he lives in. Yeah, let the man live in Miami. The hell?
Yeah, okay. Hey, if he wants the son, I'm keen for an adoption. After the break, golden companies and a missing substation.